Hello, my friends. My name is Dr. Tom Hanson. I'm a physician with 35 years of experience, now retired, but I never stopped being a doctor at heart. These days, my job is to help you, men over 50, understand your body and live better. Today, I want to talk to you about something we rarely think about, the liver. Yes, the liver. Not the heart, not the lungs, not the muscles, but that quiet, patient ally you carry with you every day. You know, over the years in practice, I saw so many men come to me tired, irritable, low on energy, carrying extra weight, and having trouble in the bedroom. Most of them thought, well, that's just age. But often the real reason went deeper, into how their liver was working. Because your liver isn't just a filter. It's your personal factory for cleaning your blood, regulating sugar and cholesterol, storing vitamins, and producing critical hormones. When it's overworked or inflamed, it's not just your digestion that suffers. Blood flow changes, your hormonal balance is thrown off, and that directly hits your energy and sexual function. I always told my patients, your potency starts with your liver. Male strength isn't just about testosterone or the blood vessels down below. It's about the health of your whole body, with the liver at its center. Today I want to talk to you openly and simply. No complicated medical terms, no shame. We men often avoid these topics. We think it's uncomfortable. But honestly, this is one of the most important things we can do for ourselves. Understand our bodies and learn how to help them. So let's start this conversation. Get comfortable. I'm not here to lecture you. I'm here to be your older friend and doctor, someone who'll speak honestly and with respect and help you find your way to a healthier, stronger life. I'm glad you didn't just brush this topic aside. It means you're someone who cares about yourself and wants to understand what's really going on in your body. Today, I don't want this to be some sterile liver talk disconnected from real life. No, this is going to be an honest, direct story about how the health of your liver ties into everything about how you feel, from your energy and mood to your male strength and confidence. I've heard so many men say to me, Doc, I'm just getting old. What can you do? I don't have the strength I used to. Sex life isn't what it was. And when we dug into it together, we found the problem wasn't really age at all. It was that their liver had stopped keeping up. I always say it straight. If your liver is in trouble, your little buddy will be the first to know. Poor blood flow. Forget about a good erection. Hormones out of balance. No desire, no confidence. This isn't some mystery, it's basic biology. And we need to talk about it openly, without embarrassment. So in this story, we're going to break down, in plain language, a few important questions. Why your liver isn't just a filter, but a central organ that affects your overall health. How liver function is directly tied to your blood, your vessels, and your erections. Why liver congestion and overload lead to hormonal imbalances. How your diet and lifestyle can either damage your liver or heal it. Which simple, safe steps can help restore liver health, without pills or complicated diets. I want you to know up front, I'm not going to hand you a magic pill, because there isn't one. But I will help you understand your body and learn to really listen to it. I'll share stories of my patients, ordinary men like you and me who thought it was all over, who had given up. But after making changes to their diet, habits, and caring for their liver, they got back the joy of life and the confidence that their friend downstairs was working just fine again. We're going to talk without shame, without blame, without arrogance. I'm not here to scold you. I'm here to share knowledge that can truly change your life. So get comfortable. This won't be medical mumbo-jumbo. Just an honest conversation, man to man. Ready? Then let's go step by step and explore everything you need to know about your liver and how it shapes your strength, health, and intimacy with the person you love. Why your liver isn't just a filter, but a key organ that affects your overall health. Men, let's be honest and simple here. A lot of us think of the liver like some basic filter for toxins, like the oil filter in an old car, just sifting out the dirt. Big deal, right? But that's far too simplistic. Your liver is your most important biochemical factory. It's the brain of your metabolism. It does hundreds of things at once. It processes all the nutrients you get from food, turns fats and carbohydrates into usable energy for your muscles and brain, stores vitamins and minerals so you don't run short. It regulates your blood sugar so you don't crash with fatigue or irritability. It breaks down and clears out hormones, keeping them balanced, including testosterone levels. Without that balance, you'll have no energy, no good mood, and no strong erections. It cleans your blood of toxins, waste products, anything that damages your blood vessels. Because without clean blood, there's no healthy circulation, and that hits your potency directly. Simply put, your liver's health is your whole body's health. Feeling tired? Could be your liver. Irritable? Could be your liver. Trouble in bed? Often the liver is part of the story. And here's my favorite fact I always share with my patients. Why the liver is the only internal organ in the human body, apart from the skin, that can truly regenerate itself. Even if part of it is damaged or removed, it can regrow. It's an incredible built-in system of self-defense and repair. Nature giving you a second chance. Other organs don't forgive mistakes so easily. Your heart doesn't regrow. Your lungs don't heal the same way. But the liver? It gives you the chance to fix things. That's why I always told my patients, take care of your liver, and it will take care of you. That's not just talk. That's a mature, manly approach to your own health. Today, I want you to remember this. Your liver isn't just a filter. It's the foundation of your health, your energy, and your male strength. And what do you think about this? Write it in the comments. I'd really love to hear your thoughts. All right, my friends, let's get into the real man's question. Today, I want to talk completely honestly about how your liver's health directly affects your blood, your vessels, and most importantly, your erection. Many men have no idea these things are linked together like gears in the same machine. Look, your liver is the main controller of your circulation. It doesn't just filter toxins, it manages the composition of your blood, your sugar levels, your fat balance. If your liver is overworked or inflamed, your blood gets thicker, your lipid profile worsens, and your risk of plaque buildup rises. Ever noticed how as you age, your hands or feet get cold more easily? That's not just getting old. It's a sign of poor circulation. And if blood doesn't flow well to your extremities, guess what happens down there? Exactly. Your penis is the most honest indicator of your vascular health. An erection is basically a hydraulic process. Blood needs to quickly and freely fill the erectile tissues. But if your vessels are clogged, narrowed, or unable to expand well, the result is obvious. Weak erections, difficulty staying firm, or no reaction at all. And here's where the liver plays a crucial role. It helps produce and break down substances that control vascular tone. For example, it helps clear stress hormones and inflammatory agents. If the liver can't keep up, inflammation rises, vessels lose elasticity, and blood just doesn't flow properly. Another key point, the liver directly influences your testosterone levels. It breaks down excess estrogens, female hormones, and helps maintain your main male hormone at a healthy level. When the liver is sick, this balance shifts, more estrogen, less testosterone. And without testosterone, there's no desire, no confidence, no strong erections. I remember one of my patients, I'll call him Mike. 58 years old, good guy, but he came in defeated. Doc, it's getting worse and worse. I'm not a man anymore. His test showed a fatty, inflamed liver with sky-high enzymes. We changed his diet, cut the alcohol, added light exercise. 6 months later, he was laughing. Doc, my old buddy listens to me again. That's not magic. It's physiology. When the liver heals, blood cleans up, vessels recover, and your hormones rebalance. That's why I always tell men, you want your strength back? Start with your liver. Not with pills, not with shortcuts, but with real care for your body. Your liver is the foundation of your male health. Without it, there's no energy, no firm erection, no true confidence. And now, we'll move on to the next question. Why liver congestion and overload lead to hormonal imbalances? Guys, this is a really important question that many men tend to underestimate. Some think, hormones? That's not for me. That's women's stuff. But the truth is, male health depends completely on hormonal balance. And the liver plays a central role here. Let me put it simply. Your liver is the main processor of hormones. Think of it as an experienced sorter. It takes all the hormones circulating in your blood and breaks down the excess. For example, every man has a little estrogen, the so-called female hormone. That's perfectly normal. But it's the liver that keeps those levels in check. It breaks down the excess and keeps the balance tilted toward testosterone. When your liver is healthy, everything runs smoothly. But if it's overloaded with alcohol, fatty foods, sugar, and toxins, it can't keep up. Congestion sets in. The excess estrogens don't get broken down. They're released back into your bloodstream. And what does that mean? Testosterone drops. Estrogen starts to dominate. Chronic fatigue sets in. Sexual desire fades. Fat starts accumulating around the belly and chest. Muscles get softer, mood worsens. I remember so many times in my practice hearing the same thing. Doc, I don't recognize myself anymore. I used to be energetic and confident. Now I'm just tired, irritable, with no desire at all. Blood tests often told the same story: an overloaded liver, slowed down metabolism. When these men changed their diets, cut back on alcohol, added some movement and rest, their liver slowly bounced back. And along with it came energy, interest in life, calmness, and desire to be close to their partner. This isn't magic. It's physiology. A healthy liver takes back its role in balancing hormones. Testosterone rises to healthy levels. A man feels like himself again. That's why I always said, if you want to keep your confidence, strength, and character, start with your liver. That's a mature, manly approach to health. What about you? What do you think about this? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'm always interested to hear your perspective. How your diet and lifestyle can either damage your liver or help it heal. Guys, let's be honest. Most of us treat our liver like it's just some silent machine in the background. It works day in and day out without complaint, and we rarely think about what we're feeding it or how we're treating it. But your liver is like an old, loyal workhorse. It hauls everything you throw at it. And if you keep overloading it, it's eventually going to break down. So what destroys it? First and foremost, our diet. Let's not sugarcoat it. Too much sugar, fast food, greasy sauces, fried meats and oil, sugary sodas, all of these hit your liver like a hammer. The liver is forced to convert that extra sugar and fat into triglycerides, storing them in itself. That's how fatty liver develops. It literally becomes marbled with fat and loses its ability to function properly. Second killer, alcohol. Even just a little every day can slowly damage liver cells over time. It gets inflamed, scarred, and loses its ability to filter your blood or keep your hormones balanced. Third factor, lack of movement. You might not eat huge meals, but if you're sitting all day, your metabolism slows down. Blood gets thicker, fats don't get burned, and your liver is left to handle that load all alone. Fourth enemy, chronic stress and lack of sleep. Think about it. When you're not sleeping enough, your stress hormones go up. Those hormones also have to be processed. Your liver works overtime while you think you're just stressed at work. But here's the good news. All of this can be turned around. I always told my patients, the liver knows how to forgive. It really can regenerate if you give it a chance. What helps? Simple, fresh foods. Vegetables, greens, lean meats, fish, whole grains. Moderation with alcohol. Not making it a daily relaxation habit. Movement. Even 30 minutes of walking a day improves circulation and lightens the liver's load. Water. Clean water helps your liver flush out toxins. Sleep. 7 to 8 hours of good sleep gives your liver time to repair. Calm. Learn to let go of extra stress. Even simple breathing or meditation can help. I always told men, your liver isn't your enemy, it's your ally. But like any ally, it needs respect. It doesn't ask for much. Just a little more care and attention. Remember this, the choice is yours. You can feed it garbage and kill it slowly, day by day. Or you can give it what it needs so it can serve you faithfully for decades to come. What simple and safe steps can help restore liver health without pills or complicated diets? Gentlemen, today I want to talk to you as practically and honestly as possible. No scare tactics. No complicated jargon. Just real, straightforward advice. Patients often used to ask me, Doc, what should I take for my liver? Which pills? Which trendy supplements? I always told them, hold on. Slow down. Pills are the last resort. Let's start with the simplest, safest things first. You see, your liver isn't something you should be bombarding with drugs without reason. It knows how to heal itself. It just needs you to stop hurting it and give it a little help. Here's what I always recommended. Keycap 1, moderation in eating. You don't need starvation diets or strict rules. Just cut back on excess sugar, processed foods, greasy fried stuff. Eat more vegetables, greens, fish, lean meats. Eat simple, like our grandfathers did. Keycap 2, limit alcohol. I'm not asking you to quit completely if you don't want to, but stop making it a daily habit. Even small daily doses strain your liver. Take breaks. Cut the portion. Keycap 3, drink clean water. Not sodas, not boxed juices, not energy drinks. Just water. It helps the liver flush out toxins and makes its job easier. Keycap 4, move more. You don't need to become a marathon runner. Just walking 30 to 40 minutes a day can work wonders. It improves circulation, lowers the load on the liver, and boosts your metabolism. Keycap 5, get good sleep. Your liver does most of its repair work at night. 7 to 8 hours of sleep isn't a luxury, it's a basic need for health. Let yourself rest. Keycap 6. Calm your mind and relax. Stress doesn't just fray your nerves. It triggers inflammation and overloads the liver. Learn to unwind. Deep breathing, a walk, talking with someone you trust, simple things with big power. Keycap 7. Small habits equals big results. No one expects you to be perfect. What matters is consistency. Even small daily changes, over a month or two, make a huge difference. The liver is a very forgiving organ. It heals if you give it the chance. I always told men, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to care about yourself. That's not weakness, it's responsibility. You're not just doing this for yourself. You're doing it for your family, for the people who count on you, for the man you want to be, someone strong, dependable, and healthy. Because a healthy liver means energy, a clear head, strong blood vessels, and pardon my frankness, confidence that your little buddy won't let you down. These are simple but powerful steps you can start today. No pills, no impossible diets, just common sense and respect for yourself. Friends, we've talked honestly and in detail about how your liver affects your health, energy, and male strength. We've looked at how diet, alcohol, stress, and a sedentary lifestyle can damage it, and how simple habits can help it recover. I want you to remember one thing. Your liver isn't an enemy or just some lifeless filter. It's your ally, ready to work for you every single day. It knows how to forgive and heal, but it needs a chance. That chance is in your hands, through the food you choose, the way you live, and the care you give yourself. Not for perfection, not for anyone else's opinion. For you, for your loved ones, for staying a man, strong, confident, and healthy. I've always told my patients, it's never too late to change. Even one small step today is a big move toward a better tomorrow. Thank you for listening. Take care of yourself. Stay healthy. If this topic resonates with you, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss new helpful videos. And share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think. You're not alone on this journey.